I know you know, but we will go from the basic, okay? The olive oil has to be tasted because it has no alcohol and no volatiles. We need to warm it up a little bit. So usually you taste the olive oil in a temperature nearby body temperature, in 37, 38 degrees maximum, okay? So you warm it up a little bit, centigrade, sorry, centigrade. And I don't know how much is that in Fahrenheit. And so you warm it up. At the end is that you warm it up, and when the coldness of the glass is gone, is that when you can begin to make tasting. You cover it with your hand. I have this because I've been tasting them before, but it's like this, okay? You warm it up a little bit, and when you feel that the coldness of the glass is gone, then close to the nose, okay? Close to the nose, you open it up. It smells really well, okay? The first one we are tasting is the full moon. By, which was the company? Okay, it's a very nice olive oil. So the first thing that we have to identify in an olive oil, okay, is the intense of the fruitness, the intense of the aroma. There's only 3 types of intensity: light, medium, and intense. This is a medium to intense. All the olive oils that we have here today, at least they are medium, okay? That is not, an intense olive oil is not better than a medium olive oil. As I said before, depends on what the recipe will be, okay? So what we have to do after that is to identify that fruitness, the intensity. We have said if it's intense, it's medium, or it's light. The next step is to tell what the olive oil is reminding us to green stuff or to ripe stuff. Always to things from the nature. If there's something strange, bizarre, it's not because of the production process. Okay? So this one, for example, all the olive oils that you have in the promotion you have chosen. I think that Rex was the guilty one, yes? So he has a lot of experience and a very good nose, and he has chosen very good oils, okay? So in this olive oil, for example, it has a medium to intense. What is for you? Is more green or more ripe aroma?
Green.
Green. And now you have to justify me why it's green. What it reminds you to green?
Freshly cut leaves.
Perfect. Grass, yes. Cane. Just cut it. Something more?
There's a lot of fruit as well, though, I think.
Yes, which fruit?
Apple and banana.
Yes.
Apple.
I find a little bit of tomato leaves in here too. Do you know where is the tomato leaf aroma? That is very typical in the Spanish olive oils because the largest variety that we grow in Spain is picual. The picual reminds a lot to green tomato or to ripe tomato or to the plant of the tomato. If you don't have because the memory of what is the plant of the tomato, what is the aroma, it's a kind of similar to basil, to pressed basil. Okay? I think it's a very nice olive oil. Does any of you find any kind of ripe aromas on here, or is all green? For me, the banana you have said, for me, is ripe banana. It's not green banana.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say it's right.
Yeah. So it has ripe and green aroma, both of them. And now we do the tasting. On the tasting, just pour a little bit on your mouth and do not swallow. Leave it on the, mix it with the saliva, okay? You have 2 options. The noisy one, it seems that you know a lot about olive oil. So oxygenates the mouth, and the one that I use, that's a personal preference at all. So the one that I use is to leave it on the hand. Don't swallow it soon, quickly, because you're going to have a bitterness and you're going to feel it too soon. Okay? The first thing we have to feel when we take when we put the olive oil on the mouth is how is the entry. If there is an absence of bitterness, that can be at the beginning, but the bitterness can come afterwards. But if there is an absence, okay, there is sweetness in olive oil. It's not a candy, of course. It's not chocolate. We will say something interesting afterwards. But I mean, it's not chocolate. It's not candy. But the absence is called in the olive oil industry like sweetness. Okay. Then we have to also feel if we have a confirmation of what we have smelled before, and that cane, that grass, we have the confirmation. Okay. So this is a very balanced olive oil. What the intensity of the aroma and the intensity of the flavor is very balanced. Everything has an equilibrium. Okay. And then on the frequency, I found just a little bit on the beginning. You have 3 types of piquancy on the olive oil. In the tongue, in the back of the throat, and the very bottom of the throat. Okay, the one that is in the very bottom of the throat is usually the one that comes later on, that takes a while, sometimes half a minute or even 1 minute, but it's the strongest one. It remains over there. But that's good. But in this olive oil we don't have that. This is a